Nodding his agreement, Eric offered his arm and Sarah placed her cup on the tray of a passing footman. With his sister's help, Eric navigated the crowded floor with minimal distress, though he questioned whether being able to hear would have helped in this case. The crush increased by the minute until the entire place took on the appearance of a well-dressed can of sardines. That's right, my friends, in today's Trivial Tidbit, we are exploring the history of the humble tin can. Stay tuned to find out why this is relevant to my series about a Regency-era Royal Navy family. Welcome back, I'm Emilee Harris, author of STEAMY Historical Romances, and today we are ignoring my blatant use of a cliché in my book To Love in Silence, from whence the preceding excerpt came, to chat about the greater importance and influence of the tin can on naval history and worldwide nutrition. Take a moment, if you please, to think about the struggles of maintaining the health of a ship's crew during long sea voyages. These men spent months at a time subsisting on only those items which could be preserved relatively well for longer periods of time, namely salted meat and hardtack biscuits. What this resulted in over time was the deaths of up to half the naval force of Britain due to malnutrition. Now, even though these sailors would eventually become famous for their innovation in things like staving off scurvy via sucking on limes, limey anyone? The fact remained, malnutrition was an issue, and not just for the British. During the Napoleonic Wars, the French were equally besieged, leading both sides to essentially fight a two-sided battle against the enemy and their ability to maintain their health. Due to this, Napoleon Bonaparte offered a cash incentive to anyone who could create a better means of preserving food for the military. The eventual recipient of that prize was one Nicolas Appert, a confectioner from Massy who received 12,000 francs for his work. Appert's canning, however, focused on sterilization and heat sealing of glass jars. It would be the British who expounded on his discoveries a few months later and begin manufacturing cans using tin. The man who would receive the royal patent for this design was Peter Durand, a British merchant and no relation to my character Alain Durand. This use of tin in canning and preserving food for the Navy would revolutionize the state of health and fitness for sailors at sea. So, given that my series centers on a naval family during the Napoleonic Wars, I'm sure you can see how vitally important it was that I research this topic. On a final note, the grand invention of the tin can did not come about without question or challenge. To find out more about some of those issues, to include the possible real inventor of this process, not Mr. Durand, and a massive meat scandal of the late 19th century which nearly put the tin can out of business, I encourage you to read through the resources I have linked below in this video. With that, I wish you well and much happy reading until next time.